What's up, everybody? Welcome to another interesting topic today. We're going to be talking about several things here: Marvel, Capcom, Sega.
Not exactly in that order.
Some other things. But who cares what we're going to talk about? Because this is the Arsenal Podcast number 35. Yeah!
Yeah! Fuck yeah! Fucking yeah!
But before we do that, we have a little announcement we want to talk about real quick. So, without further ado, Z/, take it away, my man.
Alright, guys. This Sunday, September 2nd, from 10 to 6 p.m., from Brooklyn Borough Hall, if you live in the Tri-State area, it's going to be a Brooklyn Book Festival. Brooklyn Book Festival that's going on actually from the 16th Sunday. But this Sunday, we're going to be myself, Elf, and Getsilius are going to be there interviewing authors that are going to be at this festival. We got some guys there like the guy who wrote Mouse, among
wait, Spiegelberg is going to be there?
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Who else is going to show up?
I'm going to try to look at the list.
Hold up, is David Peterson going to be there? Because the mouse guard stuff kind of counts as books.
I don't know, actually.
Also,
they don't have their artists, when they have all of their book people, they pretty much put them all on one page. They have some fiction people mixed in with some of the comic people that were
kind of into books.
Yeah, so since we're generally a comic podcast, it's kind of hard for me to swim through the list and find names that I'm.
Well, if people like Mike Kunkel or David Peterson or Carl Baker, who is also an avid book author as well, yeah, then we'll have plenty of guys to talk to. And if not, well, we can always try going into illustrations.
They have a whole bunch of.
Gabe?
Yes?
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up.
Not doing anything different.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, what were you saying before?
Yeah, they have pretty much several authors that are there, but they're not organized in a way that's.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, dude. You had a lot of stuff to say, and then all of a sudden you broke up. Always gonna say, if you live in the Brooklyn Borough area, and you're going on September, what was it, the 26th to the 27th?
22nd is the day we will be there.
The 22nd. Yeah, if you happen to be on Sunday the 22nd, stop on by to the Brooklyn Book Festival, and maybe we'll see you over there.
10 to 6. Catch you there.
Cool.
All right.
So,
and further ado, we get to talk about the media subjects. So, which one do you want to tackle first?
well,
Sega and Atlus or Capcom being broke?
Shouldn't we try to introduce ourselves? I mean, who are these other people?
They know us. They know us.
do
They
they?
know who we are. And if they don't,
Then what are you
listening to
doing
us?
here?
Yeah, right?
Well, hold up. Okay, then.
Hey, wait! I got an event that I wanna tell people about.
Hold up.
Oh, boy.
Is it an event that has to do with a video game publisher, or does it have something to do with you?
Oh, it has to do. We said it has to do with a video game publisher or who?
Is that the event you're talking about, or is it an actual event?
It's an event.
Is it has to do with anything part of your pants?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something today, Neff. Have you heard the news, brother?
All right, we're
What
getting
news?
off topic, people. Let's stay on topic.
Have you heard the news?
What
Have you heard the
news?
good Lord news?
What news?
Capcom is broke. I said Capcom is broke.
Yeah,
I
I
said
did hear
hallelujah,
about that.
Capcom is broke.
I said, yeah, I did hear that.
Wonder why
Wow,
that
you're
happened
very
or how that happened.
enthusiastic about this.
No, I'm actually.
Can I hear an amen?
No,
Carlos,
I'm not.
Your Schadenfreude is hurting me physically right now.
No, I could actually care less about. I could actually care less about them being broke. Like don't get me wrong. I love Street Fighter, but it's like I could care less either way. Tell you the truth.
Well,
they kind of. If this news is true, if this news is accurate, if they really,
it's accurate. They've gone on and confirmed this, and the president and all that fun stuff, and they're not too happy about it.
Okay. I was looking for info. I didn't see them directly say that they were broke like that. But being that it's true, then they've kind of brought it on themselves. You know, well, not kind of. They brought it on themselves. I could care less. You know, if they go under, who cares? I don't care.
Amen, brother.
You know.
Straight up, this is the best news I heard all day.
I mean,
these
the people
bastards deserve it.
See, the people
I want to every penny dropped from their wallet because they went with policies that circumvented any quality games being done. Okay, let's start from the beginning. There are most obvious ones.
Wait, the people that I want to go under aren't under.
We're not.
So
no. We'll see. You
know,
but as Elf goes going to say, they brought it upon themselves.
They brought it upon themselves. I mean, okay, let's say they kicked off their best talent. One by one, they kicked off the ones that actually made them superstars.
That's true.
Two, they tried to appease to a country that they have no understanding about, and they're surprised that they failed. Look at all of the games that they come out after they kicked off Clover. Lost Planet, Dead Rising, the Resident Evils that have been going toward action adventure, DMC, and Street Fighter, but we don't really count that.
I would also like to interject real quick that they're not the only retards doing it. Another company has done the same shit and killed a beloved franchise. But I regress. Keep going.
Yeah, but pretty much they fail to understand what make Western games successful. And even Inafune, Keiji Inafune, the creator of Mega Man, their most stalwart defender until a certain time where they kicked him out, says, guys, you can't keep doing this shit. You gotta look toward the West to be inspired by the West, to see how we can break out of our box. He says, fuck you, get the fuck out. And the rest is history.
You know, I wouldn't even say being inspired by the West because we don't dominate. We don't dominate the gaming market. You know, we have a lot of. Go ahead.
Yes, we do dominate the gaming market.
Well, no, that's just the thing. We don't dominate as far as everything. There are a couple of genres that yes, the Western does better than our Japanese counterparts. Yes, and that has changed for the better in the last couple of years. But there are games that, you know, the Japanese audience has given us that we can't either approve on, or they have to do something to reinvent the wheel, the lack of a better word, because everything they've done so far at Capcom, they failed.
Yeah, Gabe, what you said?
Some examples, because you're being real general right here, man.
Okay.
Obviously, the fighting game genre is still a Japanese.
No, I won't do that because they own the fighting genre, so I'm not going to say anything. But Resident Evil had turned into a horror adventure game, and to basically shoot everything, fuck it, lame story, fuck it, let's go. All right, so Resident Evil is turning into the Call of Duty. We don't need that.
Let's not insult Call of Duty, because as much as people rag on Call of Duty, it's nowhere near a horrible series.
That's Call of Duty 6. Because the thing is that Call of Duty is good at what it's selling.
Right.
It's selling a fast-paced shooting game, and it stays close to that spirit. Much of our problems that people have with it come from the fact that it's pretty much just reusing that same material, but getting better and better at extracting more people being played for long amounts of time. It is not changing the spirit of what it is. For Resident Evil, that is not the case. It's not the case.
Resident Evil has become some kind of
unchanneled zombie.
It's become some kind of like Hollywood. It's too Hollywood. It's more about the visuals and the cinematography than it is about the gameplay. You know, the gameplay took a
Wait, are you saying that Resident Evil got Final Fantasyized?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Only
Pretty
without
much.
any
I mean,
anxiety.
but worse. It's worse than Final Fantasy. It got worse than
But wait,
Final Fantasy.
can you still say that anymore though?
What?
Only reason why I'm saying that is because the recent Final Fantasy Final Fantasy Realm Reborn is a phenomenal game, and it's still Final Fantasy.
Weren't you shitting on that like a couple of weeks ago?
I'm still shitting on the game because it has issues with connectivity, but as far as that, the game is phenomenal.
But wait, in an MMO, isn't an issue with connectivity like the worst thing that could happen?
It's a good thing and a bad thing. The problem that they're having is, for lack of a better word, they're oversubscribing. They don't have enough servers to meet the demand. That game was flying off of the shelves.
The thing is that, because the previous version was pretty bad, and it forced them to pare back. And the thing is that your pare back servers, that cost millions of dollars. So when it flew off the shelves, people like this game. They really like this game, and they're staying. So,
well, you know what? I can understand that happening because when they first brought out Final Fantasy 14, it was a disaster, and they had to redo it and all that. So I can understand them, not having enough servers because they were just coming off of rebuilding it like from scratch, and so they didn't really know
all that money
what
for extra servers got ate up.
Yeah, they did, but I can understand them for even besides that, I can understand them for not being prepared because
they had beta tests, they had stress tests, they had the numbers when people were playing the beta. The fact Phase 3 and 4 people were playing the game, they were able to get into the full game and play it for a week free. They knew the demand, they saw it.
Oh, they did.
Yes. It's too late.
Oh, okay.
Well, so how do we got from Capcom to Final Fantasy?
Just making the comparison that we can't really say Final Fantasy eyes because
we can't.
It's made it.
Because on the real, this whole Final Fantasy being like by the numbers and lame is actually a recent event. So,
But again, it doesn't show how they're trying too hard to appease to the West. If anything, it does just mean that their camera works.
Now, I don't even think Capcom.
If anything,
let me tell you this.
Index is trying to appeal to the West is by buying Western developers.
Well,
forget about Square.
I don't even think that's the issue.
Forget about Square. Capcom to me is not even so much trying to appeal to the West as they're just trying to.
Then what do you call turning Resident Evil into Call of Duty? What Japanese player will actually want that?
No, let me tell you what they're trying to do. They're not even. I don't even think they're trying to appeal to the West so much as they're just trying to make a game that's gonna get everybody to buy it and play it. They're trying to they slim down all of the gameplay aspects, the complex intricacies of look at the old Resident Evil games. It wasn't a very
it was not a very action centric game.
No, not that. No, it's not a game that everybody will. It's not an accessible game. Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil games are not accessible games. Like when you really look at it, you really have to. First of all, you have to be a gamer already, and then you have to really put that time in to really learn how to play the early Resident Evil games. What Capcom was trying to do with Resident Evil 6, they were trying to make a super accessible game.
You mean like they've been trying to do it like every game since?
Well, I mean, not really, because Resident Evil 4 wasn't.
No. I mean, Lost Planet 3. I mean, Dead Rising. I mean,
Okay,
DMC.
no, that's right. No. Well, I haven't. Well, Lost Planet 3 is a horrible series from the get. It was a horrible series from the first one. They were trying to do a first person, third person that's like Gears of War-esque style, type of shooter, but it turned out to be crap. And Inafune created that series, so
And that was Inafune trying to.
Listen. Inafune himself is about the West. He's like being inspired by the West. But Capcom as a company, I don't think they've been doing things necessarily to appeal to the West. I think they've been trying to make games that are going to be accessible and get the most people to buy them. You know, they'll dumb down gameplay mechanics. They'll dumb down stories. They'll put everything. They'll switch up like
Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Well, Street Fighter Ultra, but that doesn't. I mean, after Street Fighter, I know. Listen, let me tell you about Street Fighter 4.
Come on.
No,
Street Fighter Third Strike. The Street Fighter 4. That's exactly what you were talking about.
No, but Street Fighter 4 to me is the better game than Third Strike. You know, than the Street Fighter. It is.
Man.
No. It's flashier. It's more over the top. It's not. No.
It's a better game. I'm gonna tell you this. Street Fighter is my favorite franchise of all time. I play all Street Fighters. I play Street Fighter 4 more than I ever played Street Fighter 3 or Alpha.
Now let me ask you this: do you play it more single player locally or online?
No, both.
Well, see, that was a big issue with Street Fighter Third Strike. It didn't have online. It was only by itself.
But it does now.
Releases came out in 3 sections.
But it does now.
One in the PlayStation 2 as part of a compilation, and then finally a Third Strike Online.
Dude,
it never got that much love to begin with.
Dude, let's not talk about the qualities of Street Fighter 3, because quality-wise, Street Fighter 3 is a phenomenal game. It's a beautiful game.
Speaking of appealing to the West and accessibility, how about all the other fighting games that we've been asking for, but the only one we got was Ultimate Mario vs. Capcom 3.
Well, you know what, guys? We're harping back and forth, and I like to move on to our next subject soon.
Exactly.
The problem with Capcom, the end all of Capcom being the situation is right now, is the fact that Capcom refused to give its fans what they wanted. They've asked for Mega Man. They didn't get Mega Man. They asked for a Street Fighter. Oh, we finally got a Street Fighter, but then after we got the Street Fighter, you did nothing but give us DLC after DLC after DLC after DLC. You know.
In fact, they just confirmed that they want to concentrate on more DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
So in other words, the problem that they have that stemmed from too much DLC is going to be solved with some more DLC. So I mean,
yeah, that's true. I mean, I think they're going to just be rushing out titles.
Well, yeah, it's poor QA, it's poor development. You know, Resident Evil 6 didn't meet when they launched it. They said it didn't even meet the sales expectations, so it did poorly.
Well, let me tell you this. I don't even think Capcom's where it's at because they didn't listen to their.
Well, it is because like I said, those games right there.
Wait, hold on.
Let me
finish making my point.
With.
Hold on, let me finish making my point. I think that their problem is that the games that they came out with, aside from Street Fighter, the games that they came out with, Resident Evil, everything after like 2009 was like shit. I can't really think of a good game that was like a big title that they've done that was really good.
I can name several of them, but the problem again is, and that goes into what I was saying, they do get these phenomenal games, but then they shortchange themselves. They did the same shit that,
But what phenomenal games they came out with after 2009 or 10?
Neff, don't make me say it.
Just say it.
What?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. You may not like it, but it's one of their biggest franchises, and all they keep doing is they leave it in Japan, or hey, we're leaving it on the 3DS. Really? You want me to go buy a mobile system to play this game? Well, you fucking stupid. We gave you Monster Hunter Try. Yeah, you gave it to me on the freaking Wii. Hey, that was great. How much did that sell, you idiots?
Well,
is there Vader in the room or something?
But I think it's the games that they came out with are mediocre, that they've come out with since like after 2009 have been mediocre. I can't think of a great game that they've come out with. And don't tell me Monster Hunter. Fuck out.
Well, Dragon Doma was good too. It was an underappreciated game. That was actually fun.
Yeah, I have heard like some few good things about Dragon Doma.
That was a phenomenal game, and Capcom's not doing all things bad. I mean, they got the other game they're coming out with. Well, they're working on now for the PlayStation 4.
Deep Down.
Yeah, that looks phenomenal.
Have you noticed that they'll be having a trend I've been noticing like every decade there's always a trend in Capcom that you know what type of games are coming out. Like in the 90s, it was fighting games, nothing but pure fighting games and action adventures. In 2000, they beneficiated with horror, Devil May Cry, the Resident Evils, the what's it called, Sengoku Basara, and then
Sengoku Basara is definitely not hard, dude.
Yeah, but they marketed when it came out in the United States, they marketed it as Devil Keys. These guys really, really love their horror stuff.
Nah, but it was never marketed as horror. It was marketed as like kind of like a revival to the Dynasty Warriors series, because that's the series that it mimics. That is the closest to.
The art style, you never had
so it was never horror.
The art style was pretty shonen, dude.
It was, but that's what they were trying to market on Resident Evil and Devil May Cry. And then they started making the cinematic games, and then they started bringing back the fighting. So now I'm noticing the latest trend is medieval action adventure, Dragon Dogma, Deep Down.
I'm not mad at them being cinematic. I'm mad at them that they're not making games like they used to, making games for the sake of making a game that's going to be great. And they're just trying to get everybody to buy their game, so they're going to dumb down mechanics. They're going to dumb down plot and story and characterization, and they're going to try to.
And when they dumbed it down so far that they actually canceled the goddamn thing.
Well, hey, but I mean, if they go belly up, I'm not gonna care either way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a Miss Street Fighter. And hopefully Street Fighter will be, as an IP, it'll be given to somebody else. But if I never see another Street Fighter game, I don't care, because I'll have all the Street Fighter games already. So
yeah, that's true. Capcom, seriously.
We can't afford. We shouldn't be saying that, because we can't afford to see Capcom go down the drain.
Yes, we can.
No, we cannot.
Actually,
yes, we can. Yes, we can.
There's a certain group that cannot afford to do this. The fighting game community are gonna go nuts if they don't have their Marvel and Street Fighter.
That's true.
Honestly,
they're gonna eat. Yeah,
that's true.
Street Fighter is the most recognizable brand we have for the entire community in that.
But I'm gonna tell you this. The tournaments are not going to stop. They may be smaller in terms of their.
Some of the scenes may be killed by this, dude.
Dude, the entire East Coast is going to be eaten alive if they don't get
I wouldn't say that there would be a huge. Well, there would be a huge uprising in the fighting game community. However, how long has it been? When Marvel's Capcom 2 came out, they kept playing it. So even if Capcom does go under, which we don't want to see, we still have the games they have out now, and they'll still keep playing them. If you look at the big tournaments like Evo or Winter Brawl or whatnot, Capcom games always are the big presentation of the big games they play.
Right.
Always. So it's not going to be an issue if they go under. They'll just keep playing the same shit over and over again.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like the tournaments are not gonna go anywhere. They may be different in size, like they may get smaller in size in terms of like notoriety, but they're gonna still be tournaments. There was tournaments from 2002 until 2000 until Street Fighter 4 came out. There's always gonna be tournaments, and Capcom, they don't have to be sanctioned by anyone. They can be mom and pop tournaments. They may be big.
I understand that. Though I know a lot of people are gonna be salty if they don't get that giant ass pot from Capcom themselves. Also,
I agree with you.
How can you make your own salty runback team to represent you, man? And Evo, how can you get a merchandise? How can you be in a manga? Daigo is going to flip.
Well, check this out. You know what I think? I think that, I think the tournament scene has, ever since, the fighting game revival, for the past several years, I think that the scene has gotten enough exposure that I think that it can continue to have some kind of you can continue to have
a lifeblood without corporate feedback.
Right, exactly. In other words, you can have corporate feedback. For instance, you can have say
hypothetical. Capcom does go under.
Okay, Capcom goes under.
Evo 2015. Capcom is no more, but we're still having Street Fighter.
Okay. Now check this out. What can happen is that you have other corporations. Like you can have Sega, somebody like Sega, because Sega owns Madhouse now, being that they bought Index Corporation. So they own Madhouse Animation now.
What?
So yes.
Okay, you know what?
Yes.
This is actually bigger news than Sega owning Atlus.
Yes, they own Madhouse. Yeah, they own Madhouse. They own Madhouse. In other words, the people. Yes.
They own Madhouse. Wow.
Yes.
This is both a good thing and a bad thing. When has Sega ever been responsible for an animation studio? On the other hand, Madhouse, who doesn't want to see another Virtual Fighter anime made by Madhouse?
Hey. I doubt that'll happen. But I mean, anything's
I don't
possible.
think you're gonna get Jackie styled after the guy from Redline.
Why did you have to break my heart?
That's true. Now, see, I remember that old Virtual Fighter anime back in the mid-90s.
Oh, God.
That was the worst. So
that was on pair with the Vampire Savior or Darkstalkers cartoon we had.
I never saw the Vampire Savior anime, but compared
the
to
anime was good. The U.S. syndicated show was garbage.
Yeah.
I never saw that either. Mostly I saw.
Well, good. I'm glad you never saw it.
Yeah, be happy you didn't see that shit.
Horrible. It was horrible.
That was terrible.
But the anime was actually pretty cool. It was I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes or something like that, and then they stopped it.
I only saw a few anime video game adaptations: the Street Fighter movies, Fatal Fury movies, and Art of Fighting. Also Mortal Kombat, but that was a late animated series.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: the only anime video game adaptation, the only good one was Street Fighter.
We understand that.
That was it.
But I saw a couple of episodes of the Virtual Fighter anime. It wasn't that bad. I mean,
I don't care.
Well, if you count, let me tell you this: Street Fighter 2 animated movie. If you count, also. If you count Advent Children, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Oh man, that doesn't count. That doesn't count because the CD.
The thing is that the Virtual Fighter anime is pretty much as bland can be, blandy bland. 1990s edition. It's a super bland 1990s fighting anime, straight up.
Yeah, it is.
Considering
the
source
it has
material,
no spirit. It has no spark. It has no real anything.
Right.
I guess it was good because considering the source material, which has no source material, it was a step up.
There is no story. There literally is no story in Virtual Fighter.
We literally have to make up our own story, and that's where all the memes and side jokes come from.
Exactly.
Like Carlos, Matt, and myself has created an entire side story and actual personalities for Virtual Fighter because the game doesn't give us anything. It's not there.
The beginning of this series, some character had a story, and then it just went out the door. I think Kai was the only one that had a real story. That she wanted to stop her father. That was it.
No. But Hacks, are you sure that it wasn't Sega of America that created that? Because in Japan, I don't think there's any story.
I don't think there was ever one arcade. It was something they added.
Never a story, man. Virtual Fighter's not fucking Soul Calibur, dude.
Look! I'll tell you the story right now. An evil corporation named J6 wants to make fighting robots. And that is it. Then they do a bunch of whole evil shit in order to get fighters to fight so they can make more fighting robots.
And then every game they bring back Doral or some kind of different model of Doral, and that's your mini boss, your mid boss, or your main boss, whatever.
That's your bonus boss because A, it doesn't count for an ending, and B, you can never beat him.
Right. So,
Okay, but let's get on to the other.
Also,
topic.
there are no ending animations.
Nope.
How you know the game has no story? No ending animation.
You know how we found out about Jackie's entire personality? From a karaoke video that Sega did in the 90s. And what we know is that he lives in some European villa. He drives his.
Wait, was that the Virtual Fighter Dancing Shadows album? Was that where the album came from? That was a horrible album. Horrible music.
It was
You know?
so bad. It was good.
Yeah. I remember.
So it was Street Fighter. It was Street Fighter the movie.
It was plainly terrible. I'm not gonna defend that.
Come
Wait,
on,
what?
It gave us drunken, depressed Jackie, man. Yeah, I love my life. Yeah, I'm cranky to my death. Yeah,
Made
my
that joke
sister-
even before we knew he was a drunk.
All right.
Anyway,
So
let's
what's
get to the next topic, guys.
Right.
Look, we're
What's the
stuck on
next topic?
Sega, so let's get on with it. Sega bought Atlus. Neff, bitch.
Yep. No,
But
okay.
wait. Before we go into conjecture, wait. We talked about this a couple of podcasts ago, and we thought about several companies that we thought would be a good fit for this. And we did say Sega would be a good fit.
Yeah.
Now
Wait,
it's come to fruition.
And I was totally against Sega, but
I told you why it would be a good choice.
But to be more accurate, Sega Sammy bought a Atlus,
Sega
not
Sammy
Sega.
is the holding company, so you
No,
can
they're not
use
the
either.
No, they're not the holding company. Wait, are they the holding?
Yes, they're the
Yes,
holding company.
they're the holding
We've been
company.
telling you this for like.
Sega Sammy Holdings.
You don't listen to me.
But wait. I'm
Okay,
ignorant,
okay,
I'm
I'm
ignorant of
listening.
financial
I'm listening.
institutions. What is a holding company compared to the actual?
The holding company is
Corporation.
the same thing as the parent company. We own the stocks. We control the power. You do what the hell we tell you to do. You can have as many subsidiaries under the company as you want, but we're the main. We're the top floor. We're the one who tell you what to do, how high to jump, who to get the fuck out the building, whatever. We
So
own
I guess
you.
we were blaming the wrong
Okay.
guys, Neff. Everything that is crap with Sega is on Sega Sammy.
No, because Sega is autonomous in certain areas. That's because they still operate as they always did from the '90s. So what I'm saying
Man,
is,
I hate that name. First of all, I remember back in the day when people were talking about Sega and Sammy. How many people remember Sammy being his own company?
I remember that. And I remember that it wasn't.
I-
And
The
we,
only
you know,
thing
we
I
thought
remember
they
Sammy
kept hitting
did
Sega
is,
Sammy.
like-
Everybody's like, "Oh, they're gonna be a fighter. They're gonna make a fighter." And no, we own
and
Sammy.
it never happened.
we
It
own
never
Sammy.
happened.
That's all. Like,
But the
oh,
thing is, the
Wait,
only thing I
wait,
remember
didn't-
Sammy is
didn't-
from.
Wait, didn't Sammy buy Sega?
Oh, they
Yes.
merged. They merged.
no.
Okay, they did a merger,
Uh huh.
but Sega, the company itself, which operates as a game industry, is under Sega Sammy. So then it's not like they themselves.
Wait,
own-
this Sega. Wait. Wait.
Right.
This was back
Right.
what 2003, 2004, right?
A
No, I
little
think-
later than that.
No.
Like a
I
year
think
later
Sega.
or
I
something
think
like
no.
that.
I think Sammy acquired Sega.
That's what
Yeah.
I just said. That's what I just said. That's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I think happened. Yeah. If I
You see, the
remember
only
correctly.
thing I remember Sammy from.
Yeah.
is
Because
doing the
Sammy
publishing
acquired
for-
Sega, and then like a year or so later, the gaming corporation of Sammy Studios, left, and they. What did they turn it into?
Did it turn into Dips?
No, they turned into
No.
some shitty company.
But what? But
No,
in
not
other
shitty.
words,
They did some decent game. Damn. Who did Transformers?
High Noon?
High Moon. That's who it is.
Wait, Sammy is High Moon?
Yes.
Seriously?
Get the fuck out of here! No, I know that.
Oh.
Sammy is High Moon
No, you're not.
Studios.
No, they may own it, but they're
No,
not.
You know what?
Wait,
I'm gonna look this
Sam-
up. Hang on.
Hold on.
Yeah, look
Sa-
that shit
Sammy
up. Look
is
that
a
shit up.
Japanese development company. How the
Originally
hell
owned
did
and
they
operated
transfer-
by Japanese publisher Sammy, the former Sammy Studios established itself as an independent gaming developer following Sammy's All-American development. Its focus on Japanese productions. In 2005 March, the company announced that it had completed a management buyout from Sammy Corporation and had changed its name to High Moon Studios. Shut the fuck up.
Wow. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut the fuck
Yo.
up.
Okay, so the
Wow.
guys
For you.
behind the portable King of Fighters and some other crappy fighters that I've never heard of are the guys
Perhaps.
behind Transformers and Deadpool.
Well,
Wow.
Deadpool wasn't that good.
It wasn't. But check this out. So, but Sammy did acquire Sega, right?
Yes, Sammy acquired Sega.
Oh, okay. So in other words, I was right first, and then you were right second.
No, because
so.
it's still called
Oh,
Sega Sammy. It still owns
Yeah, because Sega
everything.
is a more recognizable brand.
Right,
They put
no, I
Sega on
know
the
that.
front.
Listen, I know that, but what
That's
I'm
just
saying
like what
is that-
Infogrames did with Atari. They took Atari's name.
Right. But check this out. What the point I was making was that Sega as a gaming company itself is a separate entity within Sega Sammy.
No.
So hold on.
No, it is a
Yes.
bottom level entity.
So
It
let
is
me
still
make-
owned by
let-
Sega
let me make
Sammy.
a comparison.
I didn't,
It's just like-
that's what I just said. I said they're within
Neff,
Sega Sammy. So
But
I'm
Sega
not
is not the
saying-
one making the decision. Sega Sammy is.
guys,
right, that's what I said.
guys,
That's what I'm
let's
saying. So
clarify
everybody's
this
saying
for
that.
our audience.
But everybody's saying that Sega bought Atlus and Sega didn't buy Atlus. Sega Sammy is a is the
They're
parent
interchangeable.
company.
You can say Sega, you
So
can say
what?
Sega
Is
Sammy.
No, it's not. That's
Disney
what I'm
Marvel?
saying. No, it's not. No, it's
When
not.
people
It's not
say
interchangeable.
Sega, it's Sega Sammy. They're one and the same.
No, when they say Sega Sammy, they're talking about Sega Sammy. That because there were a
Okay,
couple of
but
articles.
go
Wait,
on.
there were a couple of articles that made that distinction because Sega is Sonic Team, and when you see the games, but they have.
And AM.
No, it's
Sega
not.
Sammy. Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Yeah. Sega is Sonic Team, AM2,
Right,
Entertainment, Amusement Entertainment, all of those guys who made the Shinobi games.
right.
Sumo
They're the-
Studios.
Right, Sega has developers. They're a different company within Sega Sammy.
Yo,
Yeah.
Neff,
What,
on the real. So can we make an example? Like
Yeah. Go.
Here- Disney Corporation, they own ABC, they own Marvel, they own Disney Channel.
Right.
Those are all considered. Well, actually, no. Disney Channel is part of Disney. They own, I don't know, some other things. They're all their own separate things, but they're all under the Disney umbrella.
Right.
So
That's what
are you
I'm
trying
saying
to
with
say-
Sega. Then that's what I'm saying with Sega. Sega operates autonomous in terms of because Sega themselves, as a developer, they also own their own little subsidiaries. Like they own certain stores and stuff. I don't know if they still exist, but they owned, while they were under Sega Sammy, they still own certain
They have
things.
their arcades. They have their second
Right.
party and first
Do
party.
you still have
developers.
Sega GameWorks? That shit's still around, or Amusement
Yeah.
Works? Wow.
Yeah, they still do. In
So
Japan.
that's what I was saying. They're given permission to operate on the way they see fit. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well,
So
let's simplify it then for the people real quick then.
We are not gonna see
Sega Sammy
Sonic and
is the
Persona
parent
anytime
company. Sega Dream is the one handling the financial and operations for the Atlus
Right.
buyout.
Right.
And we have no idea what else is going to happen.
We don't.
soon. So Gabriel, just to make it clear to me, I'm not going to be able to maximize my Sonic the Hedgehog social link anytime soon.
Well, what you will be able to do is see your Persona character inside of Sonic now.
No.
You'll wait.
no,
You'll
dude,
wait.
dude,
Wait.
dude,
Wait.
shut up.
Sega's
Shut up
Transform
now.
Racers.
Shut up
Wait.
now
Just
before
wait
any
and
of the
see.
DeviantArt
They'll
artists
add
hear
more
you right
people
now.
to it. It'll be Personic. Watch. Guaranteed.
No, shut up now before any of the Deviant artists hear this. Because now
Right.
you're just giving them an excuse to make you eat the hedgehog or she eat the hedgehog. Or,
thanks a lot.
oh God,
Thanks a
no,
lot,
I'm shutting up now. I'm shutting up.
Thanks a lot, Hacks. Thanks a lot.
Man,
for
it's
that.
going to
for that,
happen
'cause that's
regardless.
happened
It's
'cause
just
of
going to
you.
happen. But let's talk about this real quick. So,
All right.
what are people's thoughts about this happening? Because, first of all, the companies we said Capcom, we said Sega, we said Namco Bandai, and we said Nintendo.
Okay, now check this out. Now, this is how I feel. Now, if Sega Sammy gives, Atlus the same autonomy that they give Sega, the developer, then things could be good because then it could be business as usual for Atlus.
They will be stupid not to.
Well,
No, well, I mean,
I'm not even talking about international sales. Shin Megami Tensei franchise is a big thing in Japan.
no,
They fucked that up.
It is. But the thing about it, Elf, is that Sega Sammy could change things. They could change things, and it's quite possible they will. Because but if they look at how Atlus was, operating before this acquisition, and they continue to let Atlus do what they're doing, that would be amazing. Like then I would totally change my view on what could happen to Atlus because
Neff, you mentioned that they could change. Why would they? Can you give me examples?
Okay,
Why
well,
would they
first,
change?
well, what they could do, like you said, they might want to merge some of their games and change the outcome of some of their games, and then put some of their characters in it. Like they'll put Sonic as a demon, as one of the demons you can summon in a Persona game or something, or in a Shin Megami Tensei game. It's so many things that could be messed up. It's so many things that Sega Sammy could impose. So many things that they can impose.
I have one problem that they like to impose,
What?
and they do this often. Sega
What?
RPGs, we barely see them outside of Japan.
Well, they don't have any RPGs.
Shining Force, they have.
When's the last Shining Force they made?
Oh, you mean Sega? You mean the last
Shining
Shining Force?
Yakuza,
The last Shining Force the last Shining game they made was that I remember. I think it was on the DS or the PS2, something like that.
They had Resident of Fate. No, Resident of Fate showed up, but they have Valkyria Chronicles. All three has still shown up on PSP. They have the entire Sakura Taisen series has rarely ever showed up in the Americans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Sega and RPGs they don't do well. They think RPGs belong in the. To them,
you know what's ironic?
Like
you know what's ironic enough as you think about this is the way that Sega keeps most of their stuff in Japan, but Sega started off as an American company.
That's what I don't get. Like their whole existence is trying to suck our dick. So why are they?
At the same time, you know, I want to keep some faith that they won't change anything, because when Sega absorbed Relic Games from THQ, the people from Relic basically went on record saying that Sega's been giving them everything that they wanted. They haven't had any issues, and they're not touching the structure. They haven't changed their management. They haven't done anything.
Well, that's good.
Can I ask which Sega? Sega of America, Sega
Corporation,
Sega of Europe.
Sega Corporation. Okay.
Sega Corporation.
Corporation, but where is Relic located?
Relic is a USA company.
Oh, well, then that's what it is. Sega of USA have been treating them very well. If they tried that shit in Japan, that may be something different.
But Sega Japan has notoriety for being idiots.
It's true.
You know?
And being incredibly xenophobic.
Right. Because they are the ones that didn't release pretty much 70% to 80% of the Saturn library over here in the States.
Mm-hmm. And they are the ones who constantly delayed their Japanese games.
Yeah, we talked about this before. You know, if they had brought those games out during the Saturn time, Saturn might have fared a little differently. Because truth be told, we all know that Saturn was the fucking fighting console. It had everything under the sun.
Right.
And also,
but we had to import it.
Hacks, you're right. They were originally created in order to appease to the Western taste. What happened? I mean, did the Dreamcast really affected their mindset?
Yo, man, because Marvel was big in Japan.
Yeah,
Marvel was big in Japan.
But the thing about it, none of the Capcom fighters came to America. We had to import that shit.
Well, they did, but not on the Saturn. And then when they did, we got bastardized versions of them. Remember X vs. Street Fighter on the PlayStation?
No, that's what I'm talking about. Saturn. That's what I'm talking about. The Saturn.
We didn't get any. We had to import that. And I know how much money I spent importing those games and the cartridges. Let's see, X vs. Street Fighter, Cyberbots. Wait, we did get a Vampire Savior.
No, not on the Saturn. Not on the Saturn.
Not on the Saturn.
I mean, not on the Saturn here. There was Vampire Savior in Japan for the Saturn, but we had to import it. But we never got it.
We got a Darkstalkers game on the Saturn in the US.
No, we didn't. I remember how much money I had to give them.
No, we didn't. Hacks. No, we didn't. Trust me.
Yes, we did.
Talking about importing issues.
We did not get a Vampire Savior game in America on the Saturn. We got it in Japan. We had to import that shit. No.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Well,
sure.
All I know is I had some similar stuff going on with the Dreamcast. There's a lot of KOF games that never made it over here.
Oh man, King of Fighter games none of them hit a Saturn.
Nah. Well, there was some King of Fighter games on the Saturn, but again,
there was one King of Fighters game on the Saturn. One.
In Japan.
No.
No, there was a ton of them in Japan.
There was a ton of them in Japan. There was one in America. Only one. That was King of Fighters
Which one?
96. That was 96, and that was the last one before they imported 98 and 99.
Jeff, shut up. You're an idiot. We did get a freaking Darkstalkers. We got Night Warriors. I remember buying that shit. We did get one in the U.S.
We used to have Vampire Savior, nigga. We said
Darkstalkers. And I changed it to Darkstalkers. Night Warriors, the second one. We got that one.
Vampire Savior. I ain't talking about Night Warriors and I'm talking about Vampire
We got a
Savior.
Darkstalkers. We didn't get the first one.
Yo, Gabe, I got an important question.
I was going by Vampire Savior. That's what I was talking about. I didn't talk
When's
about
Marvel?
Night Warriors.
Marvel's every day, all day, every day, dude.
All day, every day. Marvel, baby.
What? Marvel.
But anyway, we apologize. We went off topic again. It happens when we're passionate about topics. So anyway, yes. So Sega owns Atlus. We don't know what the hell is going to happen. We hope positive things are going to happen, but we're pessimists.
Owns Atlus. Owns Index Corporation, to be more specific.
Basically, Atlus is in limbo right now. Put it that way.
Yeah. No,
as long as they don't change its corporate structure, management structure, yes, they'll.
But hey, look at it this way: Capcom's Sega's got more money than Capcom at least.
That's. I mean, that's true. I mean, but who doesn't have more money than Sega right now? That's the joke.
What do you mean? Who doesn't have more money to Capcom?
I thought Sega's making decent money.
No, who does?
They are.
Some of the animation properties, dude. Sword Art, as well as the games.
Say it again?
They own like the animation company that does one of the popular animes that's out right now, like Sword Art.
Yeah, they own it. That's just to say they own Madhouse.
They own Madhouse?
Listen, being that they've acquired Index Corporation, they now own Madhouse Animation Studio. Yes.
Atlus owned Madhouse?
Yes. Well, Index Corporation owned Madhouse. That's
why they have all those cool anime features. That's why they were able to have an anime to begin with.
That's probably why.
No, that's actually a pretty cool feature.
No, Atlus, Index Corporation didn't own them, did they?
Index Corporation, not Atlus. Index Corporation.
I just said that.
Okay,
no,
Index Corporation. Index Corporation owns Madhouse. Look it up.
No, I just did. It says it does not. It says Nippon Television owns Madhouse.
Fuck out of here. That's bullshit.
You need to go look it up. Since 2011. You're 3 years in the past, buddy.
Wait. Are you telling me I just went through an entire skip for nothing?
Yep.
I feel as depressed as when I found out Marvel's canceling the Scarlet Spider series.
Yeah, let's talk about Marvel and their retarded Spider syndication, because they're pissing me off.
So, here is, true believers. If you have gotten pissed over the recent developments over Spider-Man, I mean, superior Spider-Man.
We'll just call him
User in your
Spock.
channel timed out.
We'll just call him Spock.
Right. If you hate Spock, and you have been latching on to Flash Thompson, aka Venom, or Kane, aka Scarlet Spider, or even Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Let's not talk about Miles just yet, because he's actually a fantastic character. I hate what they're doing.
He is a fantastic character. All of them are fantastic characters. It doesn't matter. Because apparently a Spider-Man with henchmen and edginess and evil tendencies is enough to gain shit tons of sales. Also, who needs a bunch of other Spider-Men? You only have one. You only have the one that's coming out in the movie.
User disconnected from your channel.
But it's not the same one in the movie either. So what are they going to do? Hey, in the new Spider-Man, hey, I'm not really Peter Parker, but I'm Dr. Octavius.
Actually, they're actually kind of going that way.
Don't say that, because I will stop buying. I will not watch another Spider-Man movie. I will not read another Spider-Man comic.
No. I'm sorry. What they are trying to do is they're setting up for Peter Parker to come back.
He's not coming back.
Yes, he is.
They've said on record that he is not coming back.
No. They always do that. In fact, they just made solicitations that a bunch of artists and writers are doing 700.5.3 or something, so they can celebrate Peter Parker. Come on, be real.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Yeah.
The solicitations are. Parker's coming back.
Yeah.
Blocking it. They already made the stuff.
Oh, come on, Hacks.
Game
Don't be
is
I
stupid.
can't see how they're going to do this
Don't
without
be
completely
stupid.
ruining Spider-Man.
Andrew
I mean, they already got
Garfield,
rid of his subconscious, so he's not there
Jamie
anymore. What are you going to do?
Foxx,
Oh, wait,
Andrew
they got this whole
Garfield,
infinity and time travel shit. They'll just use that.
Andrew Garfield, Jamie Foxx.
User
You
entered
don't
your
even have to
channel.
know anything else. All you know is any creative standpoint, any good run, any nice written work is going to be ultimately eliminated because we need to get that movie money. But in the meanwhile, we have to suffer 3 more months of Otto Octavius as Spider-Man because all the good Spider-Man comics are getting canned. And
Yeah. I don't
yeah,
understand why
I
they
feel
get rid
sorry
of
for
Scarlet
you,
Spider. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't think I would from the beginning, but he's actually come to be a decent character.
Venom or Scarlet?
And what's that?
Venom or Scarlet?
Venom or Scarlet?
I'm sorry, Scarlet. Kane.
Kane? Yeah, Kane. That was a really, really well done comic
That whole
book.
Venom thing, they kind of got out of hand when they were like, "Hey, he can only be Venom for a certain amount of time. We got to do this kill switch," and then he just started using it more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And it's like, wait, but Peter couldn't keep Venom in check, but Flash Thompson is keeping Venom in check.
Yeah.
What?
It just goes to show you how much of a good character he is. To have this one-sided character, this one known character from Spider-Man mythology, all of a sudden being Venom.
But
And keep
I
it in
I can take them getting rid of Scarlet Spider. I mean, again, he's a good character. They didn't do what they should have done with him. There was so much untapped potential for that character, but they didn't do it.
No, they did. They did.
But-
It's just they don't have time.
But
Not
Venom,
anymore.
I mean, you get rid of Venom. I mean, Venom is a necessity for Spider-Man anymore because you don't have Dr. Octopus, Hobgoblin, Green Goblin, or
Green Goblin
Blah.
is coming back. He's kind of trying to.
but he
get
hasn't
all
been
of-
relevant in years. I mean, Spider-Man's
Comics.
major villains are who anymore?
Dude, it's comics. It doesn't have to make sense. He doesn't have to be relevant. They just
Okay,
Also,
but all going aside,
yeah.
what are
jokes
Spider-Man's
aside,
major
Norman
villains so
Osborn
far?
Norman Osborn is going to be in Spider-Man 2.
I
He is never going to stop being relevant. Ever. Not as
Yeah.
long as Marvel marketing has their way. Also, I'm surprised
Miles.
you're very salty about Venom leaving because
am salty about Venom leaving.
because
can't
he
have
just
Venom.
got to Philly. He just got to Philly.
Well, not even that. I mean, that was stupid in the first place. Okay, you're trying to set up something in Philly. Okay, then why not put Luke Cage in Philly?
No.
Luke Cage reps Harlem. That's kind of always been his thing.
But you put Venom in Philly. Okay, you're not giving them any major storylines, and then you got them spread between 2 different comics that contradict each other.
Hold up.
Defenders?
He had a major storyline. He set himself up in Philly. He also stopped trying to not get killed by anti-venom. I mean, I'm sorry, Toxin. That's what his name is. And now he just got a sidekick because he accidentally transferred the symbiote to one of his students who knows the secret. And
Wow, you mean like Parker Parkles and Alpha?
more like a goth punk she-venom. 4chan is going nuts over her. And yeah, now they're also trying to fix this whole devil in the symbiote thing that they've been trying to do. You remember the Circle of 4?
Talking about what is it? Memphis Style Devils.
Yeah, that Circle of 4 thing that they put demons inside the souls of X-23, Red Hulk, the female Ghost Rider, and Venom. And apparently that's a big deal because one day the symbiote is going to take over and become some kind of demon. I don't know.
Oh.
That was a dumb thing.
So there's a demon inside of X-23, really?
No,
What the story's saying?
that was kind of a story plot that they were trying to do in order to save all of these lesser known characters. But turns out it didn't really work out that well. They moved on and
Yeah,
X-23 was a mistake. X-23 was a mistake, and Marvel was just trying to get rid of her.
Oh no.
X-23 is staying, man. She's popular.
No, X-23 is awesome, man. What are you talking about?
X-23 is the only Wolverine clone still alive.
She's awesome. Like, what are you talking about, Hacks?
What are you talking about? What's the last comic you read with her being relevant?
Avengers.
I'm not
Arena.
talking about Marvel versus
Avengers
Capcom.
Arena
either.
is Avengers Arena is recent enough to make.
Ah, you like Avengers Arena?
No, we
I have
hate
to like
Avengers
it.
Arena.
There though.
It's there.
Sorry.
No, but regardless of what, whatever, she's still a dope character and she's still popular.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you're coming from.
I wouldn't say popular.
She follows.
She is popular.
Yeah, she follows in the great long tradition of girl characters being versions of male characters as chicks.
Right.
Come on, it's Wolverine with tits.
Yeah, I like
pretty
Dracula a
much.
lot better than X-23.
I mean, she's a literal Wolverine with tits, literally. Because she's.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't think you want to go.
She doesn't have half the personality that Wolverine has.
Or the body hair.
She doesn't. But I'm saying she's his genetic duplicate, is what I'm saying.
Duh.
She's like. But that's what I'm saying. She's literally Wolverine with tits.
Personality-wise, kind of really.
No.
She has a different personality. But I'm just saying, like, as far as just genetic, like, it's
Genetics, her powers.
It doesn't exist. We don't have to care about this much.
Yeah, but anyway, Index Corporation owns 10% of Madhouse Hacks. So yeah.
That's not what the wiki says. Where are you looking up your information from, sir?
That's what I looked up. That's what I looked up on wiki.
You looked up what?
I got a question. When do we start giving a fuck again?
Okay.
I like proving that's wrong.
No, I proved you wrong just now. So
how did you prove me wrong? You didn't tell me your source or anything. You just said something out of the blue.
I said wiki. I just
what
told
wiki?
You.
What wiki? What wiki you talking about?
The same wiki you went to.
What's the wiki say yours then? Tell me what it says, because it's not the same one I went to.
Okay, tell me what wiki you went to, so I can tell you whether or not mine is the same.
Can we stop talking about each other wiki and go back to Marvel?
Wiki.
Yo, honestly, I'm very disappointed in that company, and I'm telling you right here.
Okay, I'll give the wiki a Nest
cancel-
because he does like interpreting things. So the one that I see says Nippon Television became Madhouse primary stockholder, replacing Index Corporation via third-party allocation of new shares. Went up from 10% to 84%. That's the one I'm reading.
Okay,
Which one are you reading?
I'm reading the same
You know how
one.
business works, right? Remember what I said earlier, Business 101? You know how that works, right?
I'm reading the same one.
And
What
you
it says-
say Nephrite is the one that goes off topic.
I like proving them wrong sometimes because we talked earlier about Business 101 and things. It's like
you didn't just prove me wrong. What it says, I'm reading the same one.
Off topic, guys.
oh
Okay,
lord.
it's way off topic,
Drop the mic,
but I
guys.
have to-
Drop the mic.
Drop
the mic.
the mic.
I'm gonna
okay.
eat my mic. I don't want to drop it on the floor.
Yeah, that's gross.
So,
Mike's a phallic hacks. That's totally. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to Marvel. What did you say about them possibly canceling Hawkeye?
all I know is that they're pretty much canceling any titles that has low sales that are not Avengers.
Hawkeye's an Avenger.
Doesn't matter. He's also a very...
Yo, how about we get rid of this crap that's Infinity right now? Because I can't follow that shit worth anything. That
Which
shit's
one?
all over the place.
What? Oh, Infinity?
Yes.
No, that's Jonathan Hickman, man. He loves
That's
doing that.
everywhere. It's like, what? Thanos is looking for his son. Thanos has a son? When did he have a son?
When did he have... No, because Jonathan Hickman likes doing long, drawn-out epics that you have to read. He's almost like Grant Morrison, only he makes sense. And that he doesn't make sense.
Wow.
I was about to say, Infinity's not making sense, Elf.
No, Infinity doesn't make sense, but it's like mad. Okay, let me tell you this. If Grant Morrison is LSD, then Jonathan Hickman is so high concept that you don't get high. That's how it is. If Grant Morrison is dirty drug, then I guess then Jonathan Hickman is the prescribed dosage syringe that you put inside you.
That's an interesting drug analogy, Elf. Interesting.
It is. That's the only way I can describe it, because he is almost like Grant Morrison, but I guess at least Grant Morrison trying to make things fun.
Hey, I got a question, Elf. Wait, did any of you guys hear about that? Did that Shield show come out yet?
No, that's coming out next week.
Next week.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
What day is it coming on again?
Tuesday.
Same day as NCIS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not watching Shield. Then.
You watch NCI? You watch CIS?
What? NCIS.
Oh,
Wait.
NCIS.
Why are you gonna watch NCIS when Shield is on? It's almost the same thing, only with superpowers.
Because his wife is gonna kill him. That's why.
I actually like NCIS.
Sure you do, Hack.
I do, but that's another topic. I actually enjoy the show. And you gotta admit, for a show to be on this air for 11 seasons, that's really good.
Right.
Well, looks like Hacks just got himself whipped.
Yeah, he is whipped. He is whipped.
You guys are retarded. You should watch the show sometimes.
He's whipped.
All right, but
he cooks the dinners. You know, he takes the kids to PT. You know, he goes to PTA meetings. You know.
I do. You know what that's called? You know what that's called? And a sea of deadbeats. That's called being a responsible father.
That's actually decent parenting. Not gonna lie. That's actually.
What? Go fail somewhere else.
You guys.
Anyway, we got a couple minutes left, and I want to talk about something else.
What?
All right. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the un-Mega Man, the Mega Man that's not Mega Man.
Oh, what are you talking about, good sir?
Don't you? The guy that's making millions upon millions, and he hasn't even been developed yet. The game that can show Capcom that, hey, you know, maybe there is enough interest for Mega Man after all.
Sir, that is not Mega Man. It clearly states on the title that says Mighty Number 9.
Mighty Number 9, with his female counterpart that looks suspiciously like Roll, but her name is what?
No, that's not. His name is Roll. His name is Beck. Her name is Call.
Call.
And his cooler older brother is probably going to be called Serve.
I want to know what they call Proto Man's counterpart. I'm interested.
It's a completely different, unique game.
Well, you know, one of the things I wanted to say real quick, because I've been reading a lot about this, and I contributed $100 to the Kickstarter.
Really?
Thanks for that. Thanks for being impartial. Having nothing involved in this project.
And
but check this out. Let's Serve makes the best sense. Like Elf actually said an interesting name, because Serve actually makes the most sense as far as a name for the Proto Man counterpart. Because like let's look at the real names of, you know, Japanese Mega Man, Rock, Roll, and Proto Man is actually Blues in Japan. So Serve makes sense. Beck Call, that makes sense.
But getting back to it, So we now know that we're getting PlayStation and Xbox 360 and Wii U versions of the game. Fantastic. And the way things are going, we might get, you know, new challenge modes, some extra bosses, and co-op online. Fantastic. But what I wanted to touch upon real quick is the fact that Afune was able to get this off the ground and, you know, bring this out of left field, and you've seen the response. $2.2 million. We've got 12 days to go, but $2.2 million. 40,000 backers. You hear that, Capcom? That's 40,000 fans that would have bought your Mega Man game. Probably wouldn't have been broke.
Wait. We gotta say that also, it had to be the Mega Man game. It couldn't have been Battle Network or nothing like that. It had to be like and not that crappy 9 and 10, you know, with the crappy graphics that looks like Nintendo NES. I'm talking about the actual good Mega Man game. Because Capcom has released Mega Man games, you know, a couple of years ago, but they was the crappy Mega Man.
No,
games.
They tried to keep it in the vein with the original Mega Man. I can understand why they did that for nostalgia's sake. I understand that. But, you know, this you know, deserves to be, you know, up to date, modern, cutting edge. And I like the way it's going. I like the animation. You know, I like the designs. I'm glad that fans are embracing this, and I'm hoping Capcom takes notice. Lastly, because I know we got to go, I keep seeing a lot of people talking about Mighty Number 9 and getting pissed off at them, saying it's a ripoff of Mega Man. It is not a ripoff. They were made by the same guy. You cannot rip off your own work.
Well,
oh my God!
You cannot rip off your own work. You can rip off someone else's intellectual property.
I would actually beg to differ. Because
if you develop something, you cannot rip it off. You can only innovate on it or make it better or improvise. You cannot rip off your own work.
I'm not saying Inafune is ripping off his own work, but you can rip off your own work. It's been done.
How can you rip off your own work?
You can. It can. But that's a topic for another podcast.
Technically, if you just use the same script, the same combat engine, the same everything, and just call it by a different name, that's technically ripping off your own work.
Right.
I've seen other artists do that when they try creating other series.
Capcom has done it.
Yeah.
Capcom has done it. You know, you heard a game called Dino Crisis, right?
Oh God.
Fun, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a ripoff of Resident Evil. Exactly, it's a ripoff of Resident Evil with dinosaurs. You just put dinosaurs as the main villains now, as the main monsters. So I made my point. That's all I'm saying. I made my point. That's all.
And with that, we're gonna have our final thoughts.
I'm gonna go play some Dark Souls because Dark Souls 2 hits the States next year in March.
Oh, and I'm gonna go to my event. It's in a seedy dark alley.
Are you gonna go shoot some poor kids' parents?
No, it's like the
Be careful on making Batman's, man.
It's like a seedy broken down hotel.
Oh, can I have another go at it too?
What?
I'm getting tired of you DC Comics and these fucking retarded arcs. Really, I'm getting really tired of them.
Wait, what's going on with them now? What's going on with
No, I will not talk about Trinity. No.
Okay, all right. 1 word, 2 words actually. Forever Evil. To be continued. That's all. That's
Next
my
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Z Slash.
Okay.
What's up?
Anything from you? Last thoughts?
I'm gearing up for this thing. I hope I'll see some of you guys there, or like others. We just got a new microphone, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Interview quality, real pro shit, man. Finally stopping all that lousy audio quality.
Yeah, that'll be helpful. And of course, we're gonna be at the New York Comic Con this October.
Carlos is gonna be at a table, slaving away, while Matt and I get to have fun.
So what you gonna be? You're gonna be an artist there, Elf?
Yeah, somebody played Simon and Garfunkel. It was a huge mistake.
Wait, stop, Carlos. I thought you'd be happy.
Friend.
Carlos, I thought you'd be happy. New York Comic Con is one of the biggest things in the year. Remember when we went together?
Yeah.
In a dinky little booth, anime section.
Yeah.
Practically the ghetto of the place. It was awesome. Gave us the experience that has brought together Bookshelf and the show you have today.
It's true. My misery is the thing that keeps the world going.
And I'm gonna be totally sad that I can't make it this year. I'm really sad about that because I really wanted to. No, I won't be able to make it to Comic-Con this year.
Oh, why? You gonna buy the tickets?
No. Well, that's not the reason I didn't buy the tickets, but that's not the reason I'm not going. There's a reason I didn't buy the tickets because there's something I have to take care of that weekend. Yeah, so I won't be able to. Yeah, so that I won't be able to go. But I'm actually really sad about that because I really wanted to go this year. There's going to be a lot of people there that I wanted to see.
Schwarzenegger.
Huh?
Schwarzenegger
and what's her name? Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there that I wanted to see, and there's a lot of things I wanted to see. I was probably going to buy something from,
Carlos.
A toy or something.
Carlos owes me a poster. He needs to get back to me about that.
Get back to me, Elf.
Because you need to come over at my table and get your shit there, man.
I hate having events at 2 different places at the same time.
And I totally was gonna buy a poster from Elf's table. Totally.
Yeah.
I want one. That Sonic poster is dope.
But I want to.
If you can pay shipping and handling, I'll give it to you.
I'll pick it up. You just put it in one of those poster rolly thingies. One of those poster vials or whatever you put the posters in. And I'll pay for it. I want a request though. I want Ninja Turtles. I want an amazing Ninja Turtles poster. Like I'm talking about gritty Ninja Turtles with a New York backdrop, and I'll pay. You tell me how much you want for it, and I'll give you the money for it.
Are we talking Eastman Turtles here? We're talking like
Yes. I want gritty 1980s Ninja Turtles, like
red and black.
Like I'm talking about rundown on the building of a rundown brownstone or something like that. You know, like I want to see that.
Wait, they're fighting bad guys with Are they? Is this so 80s that they're fighting bad guys with mohawks?
No, they're so bad that they're fighting. It's so 80s that they're fighting. They're fighting like
drug game ninjas. Ninjas on
well,
motorcycles.
no, they gotta be. If you're gonna join the enemies, it gotta be the Foot. It has to be the Foot Clan. But it's so 80s that all you see is like brownstones, and it just looks. There's no like technology. There's no modern buildings. There's no like buildings from this decade. You know, it's all 80s. I just want like the 80s architecture and the just a feel.
So here we go. It's gonna be ninjas on motorcycles selling drugs in Miami.
Never gonna make me remember. You're never gonna forgive me for showing you that movie.
No.
What movie?
The movie is called Hotline. Not Hotline Miami.
Miami Connection.
Yes. And
wow.
Starts in the filmed in like '87 or whatever.
Wow.
Pretty much, it starts with a bunch of stereotypical 80s thugs there, and they get killed by ninjas. Kill the guys, and then steal the cocaine.
Wow.
Then the movie cuts to this martial arts based band that is about friendship. And long story short, martial arts band, taekwondo, and they beat up ninjas with songs about friendship.
That's actually kind of awesome. Well, it sounds awesome.
Hold on.
Some of it is, some of it isn't. It's on Netflix. So if you want to try it, it's up there.
No, I mean, is it streaming on Netflix, or I gotta get the DVD?
You can watch it streaming off my Xbox.
And what is it called? What is it called?
Miami Connection.
Okay, I'm gonna watch
I'll link
that.
you to the YouTube right now.
Now check this out. Speaking of 80s movies that has to do with martial arts, I watched Bloodsport, the original Bloodsport, and Big Trouble in Little
Kumite.
Right. And I watched Big Trouble in Little China back to back. You know, Bloodsport and Big Trouble in Little China back to back. And I swear, all those movies, both of those movies had me like Ed Boon and Tobias. They had to watch both of these movies.
I remember when Last Thoughts were Last Thoughts.
But that's my last thought.
All right, well, we're out of here. Talk to you guys another time.
We're out of here.
Peace.
Bye.
Cocaine.
Bye.